Aishwarya, before we do anything else, there's an easel on stage because you have graced the cover of this special edition of Outlook Business on Outstanding Women. So we'd like you to unveil that cover first up. Yes. Mahalakshmi can join you, yes. Can we have everyone on stage pick up an issue of Outlook Business, this special edition for the photo op? Now, may we please have Mrs. Suman Raheja present the trophy for Outlook Business Outstanding Woman Celebrity of the Year to Aishwarya. We also have a special edition pen for Aishwarya by Montegrappa, the Montegrappa Mia Argento Red Rollerball. The Montegrappa Mia Argento Red Rollerball pen represents a perfect union of elegance and originality. Argento in Italian means silver. The writing instrument combines precious celluloid and the sterling silver for that sophisticated look. On the barrel, the brilliant and intense colors enhance the rounded lines of the pen, providing a great sensation to touch. The sterling silver cap has an elegant engraving, as do the celluloid rings, recalling the pen body. A big thank you to everybody for doing the honors. Thank you. And I'm going to request Mahalakshmi and Aishwarya to stay back on stage because Mahalakshmi would like to ask you a few questions.
Okay. Saukya, thank you. I didn't know she even knew one word in Tulu. Thank you.
Irullar aiki yan Saukya. Injida yan pincha. Apina baki. How does that sound?
Bit of it on the dot, a bit of it, I didn't get the last bit.
Irullar aiki yan Saukya. Ijinda yan picho apina baki.
Sweet, sweet. Thank you.
Okay.
So she said, if you're fine, I'm fine. Otherwise, I'm not quite sure.
At this moment, I'm so tempted to say you're gorgeous. I'm just wondering, everybody, every day must be saying this to you. You're beautiful, Aishwarya. You're looking beautiful. You're looking gorgeous. You're looking stunning. What do these words really mean to you?
People who have worked in putting this together. So that kind of invites it. But thank you for your generosity. I'm not quite sure this happens every day, but professionally, on professional platforms, like I always say, it's there's a team of people great professionals who work together to doll us up. So kind of, it's got nothing to do with me. I'd like to believe this has something to do with me. And I'm grateful to you and the Outlook Group for being so generous as to recognizing the work that we do. And thank you for the opportunity to speak to everyone through you in the interview that you so wonderfully did with me, Mahalakshmi. And that means a lot because I think to get to share who we are and what we do with the world at large, you play a large role, and you have us connected with our well-wishers, and that's where the voice matters, because a lot can be lost in translation if there is some kind of a lack in understanding here. So thank you for communicating with such clarity and allowing me to do the same through you and your publication.
Tell me, what do you do to keep looking good all the time and keeping fit? Because I find it quite remarkable that after Aradhya, you still look so youthful, so fresh, so girlish. Isn't it tough?
Being girlish is easy, having a lovely little girl like Aradhya in my life. That angel keeps, I think, having an angel in your life keeps the child in us alive forever, and I'll forever be grateful to God for this blessing called Aradhya in my life. And I don't quite attribute looks to that, because that's not the way I view myself or life. I mean, I get it that I guess that's where it largely started, and that's the way the world tends to talk about me. But it's about who we are and who we become, and the people that we become thanks to our experiences. And by far, the most precious experience of my life has been Aradhya thus far, and I'll forever be grateful to God for that.
You've already been called the most beautiful women, amongst the most beautiful women in the world. If you were to rate yourself on a scale of 10, how much would you give yourself? Come on, give me a number.
Who did the rating to begin with?
Sorry?
Your question began with, you've been rated. So I said, who rated to start with? Certainly not me. I don't believe in that. For me as an individual, or any of us sitting here, it's a wonderful evening where so many ladies have been celebrated, have been recognized, and kudos, congratulations. Thank you for having me been in fine company this evening. And I think that's what we are all about, rather than any kind of barometric scale. Not by anyone else's measure and nor our own. We just need to feel good about being the best version of ourselves every waking day in our life. And it's important that people in our lives, or whose lives we touch, feel that way. And I think that's what gives more meaning to the precious gift of our own lives.
That was politically correct. And you're being
That's
ultra
me.
modest.
No, I'm not diplomatic.
Ultra-modest.
I'm not diplomatic. I'm not politically correct. I think, thank you to my parents, I've been well brought up.
Tell me, who have been the most powerful influences in your life?
Well, there again, even if it sounds cliched, I think our strongest influences will always be our parents, at the risk of sounding like a cliche, but that's who makes us who we are. That's why we exist. That's because of whom we exist, our parents. And they're the first people we're exposed to. They're our teachers, our guides, and the reason we become who we do. Of course, life is the greatest teacher, and so is experiences, and everybody who touches our life thereafter. But the roots, parents, and I definitely not just know, but I believe that they are and have been and will continue to be the strongest influence in my life.
You've done your best in modeling. You got the best title. You have done it in Bollywood, in movies, in films. What motivates you now? What drives you every day?
Okay, interesting, because you can externally find reasons and attributes, and I know people will be expecting me to say, and a very strong influence today in my life is Aradhya. But in terms of motivation, I think it just comes from something never changes, in the sense that it's your basic sense of commitment to whatever you take on. And when that's your basics, that remains the core for the rest of your life. I don't think, I mean, that's where the beginnings are, and that's where the continuity goes on. It's all about that basic sense of ethic, integrity, and commitment. And it would be wonderful and make for glorious
3, 4
answers
small,
standing
short
here
questions.
with finding other attributes. But it's really as simple as that.
Sure. In this lifetime, you're gifted with both beauty and intelligence. In the next lifetime, if you were given only one, what would you choose?
Wow, you think far ahead. Let's get through this one. And the journey has been pleasant so far, and one huge learning curve, and I'm glad on it. Looking forward to what else is in store. And let's meet in the next lifetime and we can have a chat.
Sure. Apart from you, whom would you rate as the most beautiful woman? And you can't name your mom, you can't name Aradhya. So the enemy.
Well, then let's take this occasion, like I said, again, to applaud every lady sitting in this room. You all have been justifiably celebrated. And yet again, thank you for having me being in your fine company this evening. Congratulations again and God bless.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Beautifully said. And I love that. Every waking day, try to be the best version of yourself. I think that's such a lovely line, and that's such a lovely way to be. Big round of applause for the very beautiful, not just beautiful, but beautiful from inside as well, Aishwarya Rai.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Okay, now I'm not going to let go of this opportunity. We have a Twitter mirror. And day before yesterday, I made your father-in-law pout on stage. So now we're not going to make you pout. We're just going to make you look your lovely self. We're going to have the three of us in the picture with three of you at the back. Yes.
Do I?
Against the backdrop.
Thank you.
Aishwarya is going to stay back for just a little bit to felicitate our final awardee for the evening. Recognized as one among us of India by the Ministry of Women and Child Development, she, along with her husband, Dr. Murray Johnson, under the guidance of her father, Colonel Dr. Jepiar, took up an initiative on space research to design and develop a nanosatellite with the mission of population monitoring. A revolutionary educationist, she is redefining the way the entire education system works by creating effective curriculum. This special Lady of Honor Award deservedly goes out to the Managing Director of Satyabama University, Dr. Maria Zina Johnson. Would you like to say a few words?
So good evening to all of you present here. To make a few lines, we started Satyabama University initially in 1988 with 100 students. Now we spread around 25,000 students. That is the hard work. But this 2016 has been wonderful for me because in January I received the 100 Women Achiever Award from the President of India at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. In June, I wouldn't say, I want to remember and forget June because I lost my dad in June. That was on June 18th. Just 3 days after his death, I was standing at Sriharikota to launch the Satyabama satellite, the first ever Indian satellite to be launched by students in India. So I dedicate that to my dad. And that was again a month, July 18th, called by the Prime Minister of the country, Sri Narendra Modi, and he met the entire team and receiving Niti Aayog's 12 Women Transforming India just a month back. And here standing with a lady of honor. But I would say to all the women out here, never limit yourself for some people with limited imaginations on you. Take a step forward because it's your life. When it comes to any initiative, give your best. When it comes to your nation, be the first. Thank you so much.
What beautiful words, and I'm sure these motivating words resonate with a lot of ladies sitting over here. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Dr. Maria Zina Johnson.